Hello, this video is part 2 of sum of cubes. We will be factoring cubic expression, meaning the exponent is 3 or a multiple of 3. We will be focusing on the problem at the bottom, and before we start using the formula, which our goal is to get this part right here. Once it's factored, we have to make sure that the 4 steps in the orange box are true. If one of them or more are not true, then we are unable to use the sum of cubes. Let's start with the first question. Step number 1. Highest exponent is 3 or a multiple of 3. And by the highest exponent, we are talking about the one on the variable. So x cubed, that's a 3. That one is true. Both terms are positive. We have a positive 27 and a positive 8. Second step is also true. Third step, is the first term a perfect cube? Again, is there a number that we can multiply times itself twice and get, in this case, 27? 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. 27 is a perfect cube. However, we have to also check to make sure that the x cube is a perfect cube. X times x times x gives me x cubed, and I'm multiplying x times itself twice, so it is. If one of them is not a perfect cube, then it doesn't work. For example, if we had 28x cubed, even though this one works, 28 is not a perfect cube, so we would not be able to solve the problem using the difference of the sum of cubes. Okay, so we said that the 27 works. We're going back to the problem, and the x cube works. So that one works. Now, is the second term a perfect cube? Is there a number that I can multiply times itself twice and get 8? 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. That one also works. We will be using the formula. We set up the binomial and the trinomial. Let's classify A is, I have to pick one of the numbers and one of the letters. So it's 3x. B is equal to 2. Since we have a sum of cubes, meaning the problem had a plus sign right here, the sign on the first term will be, on the first parenthesis will be a plus. Then the first sign on the second parenthesis will be the opposite, which in this case is minus. The last one always being a plus. Let's write it down. Lastly, we place the letters where they go. So the first letter in the first parenthesis is an A. We said that A is 3x. Second letter is a B. We said that B was a 2. So the first parenthesis, we get 3x plus 2. Second parenthesis, the first term is a squared. Since A is composed of 3 and x, I will be putting that in parentheses, 3x squared. That means that both the 3 and the x will be squared. Then we have to use A times B. A is 3x, B is 2. So I have to multiply A is 3x times B, that's times 2. 3 times 2 equals 6. And then bring down the x. So this middle term will be 6x. Last term is b squared. B is 2. 2 squared is 4. Whenever A is composed of a letter and a number, we have to do an extra step. The first parenthesis, we bring it down exactly the same. We have to evaluate this right here that I highlighted in green. So that means that we do 3 squared is 9, x squared is x squared. The rest, we just bring it down. Minus 6x plus 4. And we are done with the problem.